Yo, welcome back to the channel. Tommy Uno, like it up, subscribe, and after you do that, stay right here because this is gonna be one of them ones. This is gonna be something that, like I was saying earlier in the stream, I've been making so much content that's been about other topics, reactions, what's going on in the NBA community. It's about that time that I start getting my opinions out there. Do I know ball? Are y'all questioning if I know ball? Hey, I know ball. Okay? And we're going to see right now. Because today, what's today? Actually, no. That was supposed to be like a good pause. What's today? Today is the 17th. October 17th of 2024. The NBA season starts in what, 6 days? 5 or 6 days? Today, I don't want to say predictions, right? And the reason I don't want to say their predictions, because of course today we're talking about the 2024-2025 season. And a lot of people are dropping their NBA predictions for the season. I don't want to say their predictions because of one simple reason. These aren't predictions. Okay? This is how it's about to go. Trust. This is how we're about to do this. I know ball. Okay? So let's do it. Let's do it, man. Hey, honestly, appreciate everybody who's tuning in. Don't want to waste too much more of y'all's time. Actually, no, I'm not wasting y'all's time. Y'all, I'm putting y'all on ball knowledge. So let's get into it. This is going to be, I don't even want to say predictions. This is going to be what's going to happen. 2024-2025 NBA season. Without further ado, we going to get into it. And when we get into it, we're going to see my spectacular, and when I say spectacular, I mean spectacular, my spectacular design that we have here, where I've, put hours and hours and hours and hours into orchestrating, the visuals and making sure that the visuals are adequate for the viewing eye. I'm BSing. Hey, listen. So I know I kind of just like rushed this a little bit, but that's not what's important. How it looks is not important. It's the substance. It's the context. And y'all are here for it. So let's do it. Now, how I kind of listed this, and I don't want to take too long. I don't want to speak too long on, each subject. A couple of them we'll talk about them a little bit more than others, obviously, but how I structure this, I kind of tried to structure it based on like how much I care about that award, right? Like some awards are obviously way more important than others when you talk about like legacies and like where you rank in the league, stuff like that. So that's how I kind of have this. So some of these we might fly through them. Obviously, if you're like a Wizards fan, the best thing you can hope for is some of these weak ass awards. But is it really like, does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? You know what I'm saying? So no offense to the Wizards fans, but I'm just being honest. So let's hop into it. What will happen? NBA 2025. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't secured my answer. I kind of wanted to walk through this a little bit. I won't take too long, but just wanted to show you guys the thought process. You know what I'm saying? So Rookie of the Year. Obviously, if you've been watching my content, you know I'm a Houston Rockets fan. So Reed Shepherd should be up there. I made a video about that. Me personally, I don't think he's going to win the award not because I don't think he's the best player in the draft. I think he is the best player in the draft. But who do I think will win the award? You got a couple sleepers. I mean, my sleepers, my honorable mentions would definitely be, Bub. Bub Carrington. Miami, Khalil Ware. Khalil Ware. Haven't seen him too much in the preseason, but I know that he should get some opportunity, especially with Bam looking to play some more four. But ultimately, who do I have as my rookie of the year? I got, and hopefully I spell this right, because I don't know if there's an E at the end of this. I don't think there is. I think it's just like that. Boom. I got Alex Sarr as my rookie of the year. Now, the main contender for this award, I would say, would be Zachary Risache. I don't know. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. All my French people. All my Wemby fans. But Reed Shepherd is honestly probably the number one contender. Him and Zachary are kind of like the main ones. I know they're the top 3 picks. That's basic, but I mean, it's the truth. The reason I have Alex Sarr, I know he hasn't been too great so far in terms of what we've seen of him at the NBA level, but he's got the most opportunity, man. I mean, the Wizards are trash. The Wizards are trash. Alex Sarr is going to get so much opportunity. He's probably the best defender in the lottery. I mean, I know you got guys like Ryan Dunn, but I mean, I honestly, you got Zach Edey. We don't know what he's gonna do at the NBA level in terms of defending. Donovan Clingan, but Alex Sarr is gonna have so much opportunity. I don't think that there's not a world where I don't see him winning this award based on what he can produce on the offensive and the defensive end. We're coming in non-biased, right? I'm just trying to tell you what will happen. This is not what I think is gonna happen. This is what will happen. Okay, there's gonna be no bias in this video. No bias throughout the whole video. Okay. Now that's understood. All right. Defensive player of the year. Interesting one, right? Because obviously Rudy Gobert, if you're going off advanced analytics, is constantly a favorite for this award. You got Bam Adebayo, who people have been looking for to win this award for years now. And then you got a lot of people's favorite this year, Vic. Vic out in SA. Shout out to the 210. San Antonio. Vic is the favorite right now. And in my opinion, I think what do I think? I got Wemby winning it. And there's a slight argument, right? Because I know that Defensive Player of the Year, there's a big asterisk on it when it comes to the qualifications or what it takes to win this award. You need to be on not only one of the best defensive teams, but you just need to be on a good team. Let's be honest. You just need to be on a good team. You look at most of the Defensive Player of the Years. I mean, Jaren Jackson, Memphis was a top team that year, top 3 in their conference, I believe. They might have been second. Rudy Gobert, I mean, the Jazz were constantly a top 3, top 4 seed all the years that he was winning. Minnesota, you look at them this past year, what were they? The second or third seed? I mean, that's kind of a given with this award, but I think that the NBA, if we're being honest, like real hoop talk here, like real NBA talk here, I think that the NBA is pushing Wemby so heavy that even if San Antonio is the 12th, 13th seed, they may just push it. They may just push it to Wemby, honestly, because he's going to put up the stats. This is nothing against Wemby. Wemby's going to, he has the ability. He's going to, average 4 blocks a game. He may be the best defender in the league. But I'm saying based off past qualifications why some people think Wemby wouldn't get it. And I think the NBA is going to make if they were going to make an exception for anybody, it'd be him. So I got Vic. I got Vic there. Most improved player. Now this one's interesting. This one's tough. So There's a big argument with this one. Do you like to go with the basic players that everyone knows is gonna get better, like guys like Cade Cunningham, #1 overall pick. Everybody knows that he's continuing to get better. Victor Wembanyama, everybody know #1 pick. Everybody knows he's getting better. But honestly, that's what the league has been showing us, right? That these guys can win it. You look at guys like John Morant winning it. Tyrese Maxey wasn't a top pick, but by his second year, we already knew he was going to be a stud. Like, it's not like he came out of nowhere. Like, everybody already knew Tyrese was nice. So that one's a tough one. Me personally, I got to go with my boy. My boy. Got to throw that in there. My boy JJ, man. My boy JJ, Jalen Johnson for the Atlanta Hawks. So, Jalen Johnson, you talk about guys that are going to get opportunity, not only with their team not being that good, but I'm talking about opportunity in terms of they're playing with talent and they're playing in a system that's going to allow them to be great. He's going into this season. He's the second option. The only argument is who? Bogdanovich? I mean, Jalen Johnson's going to get so much opportunity to show not only that he can, impact the game as a athletic threat and as a transition threat, but now we're going to get to kind of see, how are you in the half court? You're the second option now. Can you create for yourself? Can you create a shot? Can you defend? Teams are going to hone in on you. What can you do? And if Jalen Johnson can come into this year putting up, 20-plus points per game and maintain his same rebounds around 8, 9 per game, he's a solid playmaker, 4 per game. We're talking about 21, 9, and 4. I mean, hey, what are we saying here? Those are damn near all-star stats. What are we talking about? So I think Jalen has a good chance. Honorable mentions for this one, obviously the guys that I said, and I hate when those type of guys win, like Wemby and Cade Cunningham, and bro, we know they're getting better. So that's kind of lame. Sixth man of the year. Do I give it to him? Nah, I don't. I think it's my boy's year. It has to be, right? I mean, it has to be. This is probably the most deep and talented team in the entire NBA. The only competitor for them is Boston. Boston may have a more talented top 4, top 5. If you want to count Porzingis, I mean, most of the time he's hurt. I'm talking about 1 through 7, 1 through 8, 1 through 9. This team is so talented. There's going to be a lot of eyes on their bench and their production, and they're probably going to finish as a #1 or a #2 seed. And Caruso, who I don't think is going to start. Could he start? Possibly. But, I mean, who would start in front of Caruso? I mean, you're starting SGA and J-Dub, right? And you got Chet, and you got – I think I'm kind of putting this based on is Hartenstein starting at the 5 and you putting Chet at the 4, which I think they should do. But if they do put Chet at the 5, then I guess Caruso would have to start at the 2, which kind of messes this up. But in my opinion, Caruso is best as a 6th man, right? And then I'll even put this here. Because if Caruso does come off the bench, I got Caruso, right? I got Caruso hands down. But just to throw something in and just to show a team some love, I'll give it to my boy Malik this year. Just to show y'all some love, shout out to Sacramento, man. Shout out to Sacramento. Malik Monk got his bag this offseason. Absolute dog. A lot of people thought he deserved it last year. No hate against Nas. I mean, Nas deserved it as well, but I'll leave it like this for now. Okay, I got Caruso. I think they should start Chet at the 4, Hartenstein at the 5, and then you still have Jalen Williams. Not J-Dub. You still got Jalen Williams off the bench. Play big. It's not normal in the league today, and I think you catch a lot of teams off guard, especially with somebody like Chet who has a rare skill set. I think it would benefit you. OKC, listen to me. Hey, Listen to me. Listen to me. I know. I know. I know ball. Listen to me, OKC upper management. Listen to me. Clutch Player of the Year. The worst award out of all of them. I really don't care. Honestly, I'm just going to put, like, I mean, who like De'Aaron Fox usually is a favorite. DeMar DeRozan. Like, what are we talking about right now? I'm just going to go ahead and put my boy. I'm not going to lie. Let's ride the wave. Let's ride the wave. From what I've been seeing in the preseason so far, I mean, SGA looks like he is in attack mode. Attack mode. Like he's trying to kill. He's trying to kill. And I think the emphasis is going to be, like I said, they're going to be a top team in the league. And when you have so many pieces contributing, if SGA is the one that's kind of ending it or putting like the finishing blow, I think that'll put some emphasis on him. So we'll put SGA there. Boom, we getting spicy, right? Now we're getting spicy, right? And y'all see I put the font a little bit bigger for some of these. Come on, y'all see. Hey, y'all see I put the font a little bit bigger for some of these. Because I'm really – now we're getting spicy. I'm talking about, like, spicy. We finna do this. Come on. Y'all stay with me now. Stay with me now. We got through the boring stuff. Hey, if you work out, we just got through the abs. Now it's time for shoulders and chest. You know what I mean? If you in school, we just got through math and English. Now it's time for science. Come on. We on this. MVP. Let me not keep y'all waiting, man. All caps for this one. What? It's Luka Doncic, bro. Okay, I understand what y'all are saying. Luka's my favorite player, so you guys are going to say that I'm being biased, right? Honestly, I haven't even started being biased yet. And I'll be honest with you when I am. Right now, I'm not, and I'm going to explain it. And I'll get into this a little bit later if y'all can see the bottom three, what I'm going to talk about in terms of some of the NBA teams. I think that the Mavericks have a chip on their shoulder. I think that not only Luka, Kyrie, PJ, you look at some of the role players they acquired. Quentin Grimes needs to prove himself. Derek Lively trying to prove himself as a young player. Daniel Gafford trying to prove himself being moved from Washington. This team has a chip. Klay Thompson, the biggest chip on his shoulder in the league. Everybody's saying that he's washed, he's trash. This team is going to prove so many people wrong this season in terms of some people don't even have them as a top 5 favorite to win the championship, and they were just in the finals last year. I'm not even a Dallas fan. Like that, but come on, bro. Like, I think Luka's finna come out and kill. I think he's gonna absolutely kill. Not only is he may lead the league in scoring again. He may average a triple-double. Obviously, none of that has been good enough. There's a such thing as reverse voters fatigue, right? It's kind of the similar situation with Joel Embiid. Shout out to Joel Embiid. But when you shout out, sorry about that. Shout out to James Harden as well, because this happened to him back in, before you guys were watching the league. Hey, let me not hate. Maybe some of you guys are older than me. Honestly. But Joel Embiid, James Harden, they caught the same kind of treatment. Reverse voters fatigue, right? So when you come so close, to winning the award so many times, it's almost as if the media wants to give it to you because they felt like you have been so close so many times to where if you're even close again, hey, let's give it to this guy. Luka Doncic has been top. If I'm not mistaken, Luka Doncic has been top 5 in MVP voting for the past 3-4 years. At least 3, possibly 4 years. That's insane. That reminds me of James Harden back in like 2016, 2015, 2017, 2018, like where he was constantly finishing in third, second. Like, and then in 20, I believe it's 2018, 2019, they just gave it to him. They just gave it to him because he deserved it. But I'm saying like there was no question because he deserved it at some point. I think Luka Doncic and the Mavericks are gonna put people on notice, and Luka's gonna do what he always does every season, which is kill. He's gonna absolutely kill. Shout out to my boy though. All right, now last three, right? Who's gonna come out of the Western Conference? I kind of just said it. Sorry. I kind of just said it, man. I got the Dallas Mavericks. Now, kind of based on what I was just saying, I think, a lot of people got OKC. A lot of people still have Minnesota. And honestly, this is for like the little guy over there. Because we all know who we're talking about right now. That one friend in the friend group. We all know him. And I love LeBron just as much as the next guy. But we all know that Lakers fan over there. Right? Every year, like, we can do this. Hey, if we're just healthy and if Austin Reeves can just average 27 a game. Some people still believing in the Lakers, right? Now, don't get me wrong. All right, the Lakers, hey, come on, man. Don't get me wrong. There are some serious contenders. I would say in the West, you're looking at Denver and you're looking at OKC. I don't think that Minnesota has enough just yet. I don't think Ant has enough experience just yet. The only other serious contenders is OKC because of their depth and they're just straight up star power. I mean, they have some of the best role players in the league. They have one of the best players in the league. And you got Denver Nuggets, who have some of the best experience in the league and the best player in the league. So those are some serious contenders. But there's an argument for Luka being the best player in the NBA as well. Now, let me say this. There's an argument for Luka being the best player in the NBA as well. There's an argument that Kyrie Irving is the best Robin second option in the NBA as well. Shout out to JB. There's an argument there. There's an argument that the Mavericks have some of the best role players in the NBA as well. PJ Washington. Stretch big. Derek Lively, one of the best young and up-and-coming big men in the NBA. If you want to bring Gafford off the bench, one of the best bench backup centers in the league. Jaden Hardy, Quentin Grimes, Klay Thompson. Like, we don't even know what he's going to be. So I'm saying, I think the Mavs are being slept on. I think they're coming out the West. If I had to bet my money on it, I got the Mavs coming out the West. For sure. Eastern Conference. Now, this one is where it got kind of tough, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of things depending on health in the East. Specifically, Joel Embiid's health and Giannis's health. Now, New York, love you guys, right? You guys made some huge improvements. It's just not your year. You guys are super, deep and, made some good pickups. You guys are really aggressive in the offseason. I respect it, but I just don't think you're ready just yet. I'm going to be honest. It's about time we be honest in the NBA community. Everybody who's a real hooper or who really respects hoops loves Jalen Brunson. We love Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is putting on for the little dudes. He's a true scorer, respects the game, loves the game. He's not all about athleticism. Anybody can do what he does if you just put in the work. Everybody loves Jalen Brunson. But we got to be real. Can Jalen Brunson be the best player on a championship team? Like, the best player on a championship team? We're talking about like a Jason Tatum. Like, is Jalen Brunson as good as Jason Tatum? Like, and I know JT gets a lot of hate, but come on, bro. Like, let's be honest. Like, I'm not saying he can't, but I still have that question. So it's not the Knicks year, but that's the only other team I was thinking about. Other than that, it comes down to Boston, Philly, and Milwaukee. And you know what I'm going to do? Just because I like spice, I got something for y'all. If y'all know how I feel about Joel Embiid, y'all know that I have lost all faith in him because I was pretty much a Philly fan when they had Ben Simmons, when Ben Simmons was Ben Simmons, and he was one of my favorite players in the league, and I was constantly rooting for the Sixers, and Joel Embiid could never stay healthy. And ever since, even at post that era, post the Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, whatever you want to call that era, Joel Embiid still can never be healthy, ever. So I've completely given up on Joel Embiid ever being healthy. And at that point, can Tyrese Maxey take you to the NBA Finals? No, he can't. Shout out to Tyrese though, but no, he can't. So it comes down to Boston and Milwaukee. Boston's great. I think Boston, and honestly, I'm going to make a video about this pretty soon, so I don't want to get too deep into it. I think Boston's going to have some serious chemistry issues this season. Mark my words. No, seriously. I want to say this. I think Boston, look, I got the finger up. That's how you know I'm being serious. I think Boston is seriously going to have some chemistry issues this season. Not only in terms of some of the 4 or 5 guys like Derek White, Jrue Holiday. Not Jrue Holiday. I'll leave Jrue Holiday out of this because he's such a good guy. But when you talk about Derek White, even lower than him, Peyton Pritchard's trying to prove himself in this league. We've seen it. We've seen him say it himself. He wants to prove himself. He thinks he should be a starting point guard in this league. Derek White, if we're being honest, is probably better than he even thought he was. Derek White probably didn't even know he was this good. Derek White probably thinks he can be an all-star. You never will be on this team, buddy. I promise you that. Not on this team. Jaylen Brown's probably walking around like he's head honcho. And Tatum might be looking at that out the side of his eye. I know he says it. I know everybody's saying it. They don't care as long as they're winning. Well, hey, y'all already won. So now that y'all already won, and y'all seen the narratives that people were saying about Tatum. Oh, Tatum's getting more hate right now than any other superstar in the league. So let's see this season. How Tatum moves. Let's see if he's so cool with it this season. Now that they done already won, let's say they're about to win again. Let's say Jaylen Brown's walking towards that Finals MVP again, trying to take over. Is Jason Tatum going to be so cool with that 2 years in a row? I doubt it. But we'll see. Me personally, I think they're going to have some chemistry issues. So I got Milwaukee coming out of the East. I got Giannis having a bounce back season. If Middleton can be healthy, that's a huge factor as well. And then Dame shot one of his most inefficient seasons from the field and from 3 last year that he has in a long time. I'm not counting on that. I got Milwaukee coming out the East, man. I think Milwaukee's going to, win upwards of 55 games. I think they're going to be dominant, for real, straight up. I think they're going to be dominant. So, Mavericks versus Bucks. That's what I got in the finals. Who do I have coming out? It's his year. I'm not even a Mavericks fan. Let me show y'all the full list so y'all can see it. I'm not even a Mavericks fan. But I think everything is lined up. Just like the Celtics were last year. People are sleeping on the Mavericks. People are sleeping on Luka Doncic. People are sleeping on Kyrie Irving. Like, what else do you want? Like, they have a chip on their shoulder and they just got to the finals last year. And all of them are motivated coming into this season. All these guys are motivated. So I think that Dallas is going to be super dangerous, super tough this year. They could honestly win close to 60 games. I think they're going to be dominant in the regular season as well as the postseason. I think Kyrie kind of knows what he's walking into now. He should have already known, but that's besides the point. But yeah, y'all take a good look at this list here. Hold me to it. Hold me to it. Hold me to it. And y'all let me know. I discussed like 8 different topics. If you disagree, no issue. But you better, hey, listen, you better be coming with a good argument. Because I didn't discuss all my arguments. I got a good argument for any rebuttal you got from me on anything on, honestly, the bottom 4 topics on it. The top 4, whatever. You know, we could talk about it. I got the Mavs, man. Come on. Come on, man. But hey, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. It's a little bit of a longer one, but hey, the NBA season's long. So it's a lot of things that happened. It was a lot to discuss. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Who do you got winning for these awards? If you disagree with anything, let me know. I respond to every comment. I love to, have a debate. That's what this NBA stuff's all about, man. It's all about, the conversation. That's what makes it fun. Y'all let me know. I really appreciate if you made it to the end of this video, just comment. Just comment. Comment. If you comment, I'll know that you made it to this point. And if you made it to this point, you're an OG. But if you watched the video at all, skip to this part, whatever, I appreciate it. Really appreciate y'all showing love to the channel. We're starting to post very consistently, getting into the the NBA season starting next week. But yeah, man, y'all be safe. I'm gonna go ahead and head out of here. Let y'all marinate with my opinions, what I thought. Hopefully some of y'all are, agreeing with me. But if not, and y'all are disagreeing, that's fine as well. Yeah, man, y'all be easy. It's been your boy Tommy Uno. We out of here. Peace.